So we at our 2-hour stopover service time that we've been allocated after the racing stage. So the guys have been on it. As I said in my earlier video, we have 2 hours to work on the car, and then they are going to head out to the place where they're going to speak this evening, and we're going to do the 570Ks, or a portion of the 570Ks. So we're under pressure to get the 2 hours done, but let's just go and have a word with Henny. Henny, can I just grab you? Henny, can I just grab you for a moment?
Of course.
Okay. So yesterday, bit of a disaster, but today I think it went a lot better. Give us just a little overview of how things went today.
Yeah, I think we started 3rd or 4th last after the prop shaft obviously broke yesterday, and we had to drive the whole race with only 2-wheel drive. I mean, I just think it's miraculously that we finished yesterday. What did we get? 11 o'clock to the bivouac. I mean, what a long day, you know. And at last, there was 30 or 40 kilometers from the end. It was another small dune section, which we did at the night. So the fact that we got through that in 2-wheel drives was, I mean, but today obviously much better. So we started almost, like I said, almost at the end. So we had a lot of cars ahead of us. So we were dust, and then you pass someone, dust, you know. So we were constantly in someone's dust. We got to the dunes. Luckily, the dunes are obviously, there's no dust in the dunes. Then we could make some more progress. And there was 2 decontrol areas where the side-by-sides and the trucks have to refuel. So they refuel for 20 minutes, and we only stop for 3 minutes. So that gives you an opportunity to leapfrog the team, you know, not the team, the field a little bit, because some of the trucks and obviously all the side-by-sides have to stop for 20 minutes, and we only for free. So anybody within 17 minutes that's ahead of you, you leapfrog them. Obviously they get the time back. It's not a time penalty for them, it's just a refueling. Obviously the refueling is critical for them, and I don't want them to rush.
But it helps us on the road, so you don't have to overtake those oaks.
Yes,
so that
you're not stuck in their dust, you know.
So it's like in Formula 1 where you pass the oaks when they're refueling.
That's
so
exactly
sort of similar thing.
Exactly. But those guys all get the time back, you know. So luckily there was 2 of them where we could then leapfrog some of the trucks, especially the trucks. I mean, they're immensely quick. People underestimate how quick, and even the T4s, those side-by-sides and T3s.
Those fully modified T4s are quick. They're quick.
Their top speed's also 160, our top speed's 170. So that little thing, they really go it, and the trucks are 140. And you know, the trucks have got big wheels, and they're really strong trucks. It's not like a normal truck. They're really fast. In the dunes, they climb. You know, don't think you're going to somewhat overtake. You really got to work hard. And a truck makes a massive amount of dust. So today we had lots of fast open sections, like in the valleys, big open plains. But you got this high, you know, obviously by the time we got there, it was like a highway, you know. Then you catch up these trucks, but you gotta come out of the route, sort of run next to them at 170, because the truck's doing 140 maximum, and we can only do 170. So I have to get next to him, take my chances on the open. So you know it's fairly safe, but until, I mean, as I told you earlier, we hit at one of those sections. It's a flat section. I mean, I hit a bump. The car was in the air. I mean, and if I didn't instinctively turn the steering wheel to the right, I mean, we wouldn't be talking now. The car would have had
one of those big cartwheel crashes.
Exactly. Luckily, I put the steering wheel to the right, and the car and the nose dipped first, and I got the wheel, and the car just took it, and off we went. But it is exactly one of those things. I was overtaking a truck. You know, you got to get so far, you know, to his side to get out of the dust, meaning that you're on a route. You remember now you're on a section of the road which the map maker didn't see. So he can't tell you if there's glitches or there's humps or there's rocks on that side, because you're not on the official route. But you've got to come out of the official route to try and overtake those guys. So that was sort of today, you know. I was just overtaking dust, looking for gaps where we can, you know. And then I think the time board said we came out 69th, you know, having started 115th or something like that. 51 or 52 or something like that today. So, you know, from 152 to 69th, on the road. So at least tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow you can have a nice start, and you don't have all the admin of overtaking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, obviously we'll have some
and
of that.
It's, I mean, the guys were saying a lot of guys came out with punctures. There were cars arriving here on flat wheels. There's cars destroyed in the section. That Jean said to me that you passed some guys with wheels ripped off their cars and all that kind of stuff. So it was tough. But you guys seem to have got through it quite unscathed. I mean, we didn't even get a puncture today. So it was a 100% clean run with a good time.
I must say I made sure. So for me, okay, these tires are phenomenal. You know, they're really strong and tough. And even the dunes, you know, these tires and these cars drive dunes. And it's like, you know, taking candy from children. It's really easy. Or much easier than the 32-inch cars, you know, the 32-wheel cars. But also for me it was important whenever where there was, you know, a tight section, a rocky section, and then tight as well, I make sure before I get into a corner, I brake hard so the car doesn't drift, because that's when if you can hit a rock, you know, you can look at those wheels. If you hit it from the front, it will take almost any rock, unless it's so big you damage the whole wheel and the whole rim. Other than that. So as long as you don't get it sideways, so it was important for me. So maybe I lost some time there, you know, but it is what I didn't get a puncture. So we really made sure on a tight section, every corner, brake hard, and then you go through the corner. You want to make sure the car doesn't come out. You know, the back doesn't come out. And
And then tomorrow just another repeat, maybe slightly less aggressively, because you've got to head so many people.
Yeah, because the chrono stage is just today. We got service tomorrow night, the whole night, but then the day after that it's the 48-hour chrono, which is just dunes, which I can't wait for. I'm looking so forward to that.